Hi everyone, welcome to the stream. I think tonight we're echoing. Give me 1 second. All right, are we still echoing? Yeah, we're still echoing. Hmm. All right, let's see if we can get rid of this. There we go. So I think we're going to start a new build. And I'm kind of feeling maybe a suburban. So we'll try Brittleton Bay. And go with something super classic and simple tonight. All right, let's go ahead and get our cheats turned on. So, I think we have a 30 by 20 lot and a bit of a tunnel entrance over there. So I'm thinking this is the front of the property. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Okay, so this is our 20, this is our 30. I'm thinking maybe we go. I don't like super big builds, but every time I think it's big, I don't have that much room. Okay, so let's move this back a little so we can add a porch maybe. The neighbors are a super generic type suburban, and then we have a really fancy build over there. I'm thinking we do 2 stories, maybe. It's looking very rectangular-ish right now, but once we get some roofs on, it should look a little bit better. Okay, so roofs. I'm thinking we do hipped roof all the way across. I lied. Okay. This is a little short looking. If you hear a crying toddler in the background, you'll have to excuse her. She can't stand to not be the center of attention. So I'm thinking we have second story. Maybe we do gabled roof. It's looking a little funny right now, but hopefully we could get this sorted out. Okay, no, I'm not loving this. So I say we shorten this down some. There we go. And then we could maybe... I don't know, this is a tricky shape. Okay, I lied. We're gonna bulldoze. I'm not loving the shape of this. Let's try something a little bit better. Okay, so I'm thinking... And then we'll pull this over here. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, that looks... I think we can do something better with this. We're gonna move it and center it a little bit more. One, two, three, four, 5. I'm thinking... Scoot this over 1, scoot this back, scoot. Okay. Now we're going to pull up the foundation, and this is going to be a covered porch area. And then we'll do a second floor, but maybe I'm thinking just a small second floor. And then I'm kind of wanting maybe a like sunroom patio. We're gonna extend the upstairs out so we have a little bit more room. Okay, so roofing. Roofing is the worst part, naturally. So I think we do a gabled. Like that, and then we'll do a second gable over here. And then maybe we do covered porch. I don't have an actual building plan in mind. I'm kind of just winging this, so it could be one of those scenarios where we end up bulldozing a lot. We're echoing again. I'm not loving this. So let's see. Maybe we do a hipped roof. And pull this down. It's such a awkward shape. I feel like if we do this, then we could maybe do the gabled roof up here. And we shorten this up some. I don't know, it's still kind of looking awkward, but I think if we add windows and doors, we might be able to figure it out. Maybe we raise this up a little bit more, and then we do a longer stair and have like a I don't know. I'm thinking if we do this and we do maybe a gravel walk up and do some plants, we can kind of make it look like it's in the woods. It's still looking somewhat awkward, but I think let's try to add some siding and windows and see if we can make it look any better. So it's kind of giving a little bit suburban farmhouse, maybe a metal roof. And then we do like a traditional white siding. I think we could do farmhouse. It's almost, you know, it's kind of like a churchy farmhouse. Like if we peaked this and maybe put a bell tower. I don't know why bell tower dragged out like that. So, not that. I think I'm kind of picturing something like this almost. I wish the roofing would change to match, but we'll work with what we got. Why are you floating? Let's try that again. Off center. Oh, come on. Maybe we just do like a one of these. Okay, new plan. We build our own bell tower. Okay, let's see. I think we need a... hipped roof for this. Okay, so we do a hipped roof. Bring that down some. We'll peak it a little bit more. And then we put this on top of it. And we change these walls to a taller height, not too tall. Okay, so we do medium height. And then we'll change the roofing to match. And then we need maybe a little churchy type window. So we do that on every side. We can add black trim to kind of blend this better. There we go. So, like farmhousey, churchy type inspired house. I'm not building a church. It's a farmhouse that has like a church inspiration to it. It was unintentional, but that's the shape it took, so I just went with it. But I think we're gonna have to change these steps now. Never fails. Okay, so I think we lean into this black and white theme here. Because it's already giving like a very fancy farmhouse build anyways. So if we do this, I think we need either a rounded door or something that definitely has glass in it to give us that more, I don't know, what's the look we're going for here? So we have these peaked glass windows up here. So we could go for a traditional wooden door for that more church-inspired look, if we were saying they were super churchy. Maybe they just really like church and were inspired to build a house that looked like a church. Okay, where's my... Okay, there we go. I think it needs something a little bit lighter. I'm almost thinking... There we go. That's very farmhouse. And then we can do a... What windows are we looking for? I don't know if I necessarily love the idea of mimicking the curved windows for the rest of the house because it's very boxy, but we could do something like this. Yikes. Or we could go more traditional. I had a different vision in mind, so now I kind of have to play around with it and decide where we're going with this. Those are huge. Those are kind of jailish. Traditional. I kind of like these, and they do mimic that shape up there. But if we put too many of them next to each other, they're gonna look weird. Oh, well, we have a black and white version. I like those, but I think those are more for like maybe upstairs. These walls are too short. What wall height do we have? Okay. Whoa, no. Too tall. Typically, I like to do short wall height on the second floor and taller wall height on the bottom floor. On the bottom, you have kitchen cabinets and whatnot, which will take up more wall space. So we have the roof over the front porch. It's a inset front porch, but what I'm thinking for the front porch is we do columns for sure and some kind of railing. I don't know if we're leaning too much into the black and the white, so maybe we can break it up with some wood, because wood's pretty traditional to the farmhouse look. So we can go with some wood columns, and then we could even do wood columns on the outside here. I think we need some roof trim to blend this a little bit better. Alright, so if we do this, okay, I'm gonna do the same trim up here. If we do that, and we have the columns, and bump them up a little bit, they're awkward. It gives it a little dimension. I don't love that trim though. I don't love that. That's a really blocky trim. Let's try this one. This house doesn't have any eaves, so there's nothing to hang over the edges because it's a hipped roof. So you kind of have to blend the roof pieces with trim, but I don't always love how the trim looks. Need a little background music. There's music playing in my headphones. Is it quiet? I can't tell if it's quiet or not. To me, it sounds loud. Go ahead and save. My luck, the game would crash. And this is a completely sporadic, inspired build, so I would lose all inspiration. So I'm thinking... I don't love these steps now because we have the wood columns, so we almost need a wood step to tie in these columns. And then we do wood floor. And we could do a short railing, or we could just extend the stairs all the way over and skip the rail. I think have a big walk-on front porch. And then these columns would frame our windows, so now we can go back, and I'm thinking, yeah. But I kind of like the wood windows. it ties in that wood look, but then the doors are off. So maybe we try a different front door. So, of course, there's no doors I like in the double door columns. It's awkwardly tiny. Maybe. These are more like your classic Greek-inspired build, so they don't really go with the farmhouse look. And technically this is like more Cape Cod inspired, but the wood doesn't match. We do the awkward, creepy science door. Actually, I do like that. And we could do the colorful front door. You can't tell right now because of the sun, but it's like a green color, which is fun. I think we could do that. And then we can add in some green flower boxes, maybe. Never line up the way they're supposed to. It's kind of fun. Not at all what I was thinking this build was going to look like, but I don't hate it. And then we would do maybe like I don't think gravel, probably stone pathway. All right. We have some landscaping. I almost think, yeah, we need to move the house back. It feels a little bit too close. This lot is kind of big for this house. And you're off center now. Over 1. That didn't really push it back that much, but better. And then I'm thinking we do some kind of fence along the front. Picket, stone, bush. No. Maybe we do bush on the front and then we turn it into a privacy fence for the back part of the property. And then they could have their sunroom and it opens to a pool and an outdoor seating area since the yard's still pretty big. So I'm thinking this number. Kind of hard to see it because the trees in the front. I don't know. Definitely not. Awkward. I don't know what I'm picturing for up here yet. Maybe we just do a traditional picket fence around the entire property. It's the wrong color. I think that fits a little bit more with the farmhouse theme. Because we could do like even a chicken coop in the backyard and lean into that farmhouse vibe since it's already there. So if we do this, right? Okay. I think that fits a little bit more with the idea there. Here's the only thing. I'm thinking we might need to shorten this back up because I'm almost feeling like it's looking a little weird from the back if we want to do a sunroom because we'll have the windows. Oh, and this is going to be a pain to move, isn't it? You're floating naturally. Ooh. All right. I want to move this so it's more centered, but I might be asking for more trouble than it's worth, quite honestly. Never wants to place. Naturally. Come on, Sims. I know you can do it. It's amazing how much easier moving and placing roofs was in The Sims 3. You think we would have perfected this technology by now. Okay. Apparently you don't want to agree with me. We bump this out one. We bump this out one. And then we do a roof piece here. Is what I was thinking because it was hanging a little bit far back for me. It was giving awkward. We bump this down. It's clipping. Come on, Sims. I miss the days of auto roof. I'll try a half-hipped piece maybe instead. Kind of lower it. Because I was almost thinking maybe back here we do one of the fancy new glass roofs that they came out with since it's a sunroom. I'm trying to figure out how to delete the no ceiling in here. Trick number 5000. So it's not this. It's not that. Alright, so take the roof off, maybe. And then we do that. And then we move the roof back on. There we go. And now we have a glass roof. I don't know. It might not work the way I was picturing because of the siding on the house. So that's as low as it goes. I'm gonna have windows and see. I'm not sure if I am sold on the idea yet. In fact, I'm not sold on the idea. Maybe once we... No, don't do that. Don't do that. So maybe once we add windows, it won't look so blocky back here. I'm just not sure how we're going to window the second floor to divide it up from all the windows on the bottom yet. Let's see. Okay, so if we're going to do windows for a sunroom, I feel like we would need doors too. Let's see, we have these wood doors. And then the greenhouse windows. Kits. There's so many kits now. Okay, greenhouse. So, thinking something like that. But I'm not sure how the windows on the second floor are going to line up yet. So we got... And then we could use the columns from the front on those little gaps back there. I bet this wood's not going to match, because if there's one thing about The Sims, none of the wood swatches ever match. They definitely don't match, but I'm almost thinking with this lighting you can't tell, so maybe we ignore it. But do we bump this all the way up? See, this is where I thought we would run into the problem. The second floor gets awkward, and I don't love these doors. So here's what I think. We'll put a door off of the kitchen and do like a little side outdoor patio and pergola situation instead of having doors here. So this is a full sunroom. And then we take the windows from up front, which are from Seasons. So we take some of these. Maybe. I don't hate it, but I don't know that I love it either. I haven't even thought about where we're going to put stairs, so that's a whole nother scenario, which is likely going to drive me crazy. So, weird church build. Not what I intended, not what I envisioned, but it's not horrible. I'm not loving this second floor bump out, though. I really feel like this needs to be a roof. Move that over there. Or maybe we could do, no, not that. So we bump this back, right? Maybe we do a balcony? So let's say we do a balcony. I have no skills whatsoever for building a strip club, so I would watch that out of pure curiosity. I like the drama, but also I don't want to be stressed out when I'm playing, so I let everybody else do the drama and I stick to a very traditional gameplay. The spiciest we get is killing the cheating husbands. I can see chat. I'm just not typing because my brain is very one track. I don't like that. None. No, not the Wicked Whims. I tried Wicked Whims one time and I was very embarrassed. My multitasking skills are not that great. I thought we had already established that. My build went off the rails and now I'm improvising. I was building a traditional suburban, and yet here we are with a church-ish build. I've never even built a church like this, so this is a new one for me. I have no layout, no plan. I'm just winging it. Very much in the moment. Okay, so I didn't think this through. I think we do a porch, but I need a roof. And I don't remember what fencing I was using. No. Okay. I lost my fencing. I had a better color fence in mind. Okay, let's do this. Not what I meant to do. Okay, there we go. Now we're gonna take this, we're gonna turn this into a room. We're gonna take this. We're gonna put this here. So we have a roof. I'm gonna get rid of this and this. Look, I'm trying my best. No one said that it was gonna be perfect. So if we pull the roof all the way over, now we have a little overhang, and we can take these columns, put those there, right? And then we'll put two back here. It's kind of giving log cabin, but church. I don't know, we're in the middle of like a forest, so you can kind of blend the two, I suppose. Okay. I think it's looking a little less blockish, which was the ultimate goal. Business in the front, party in the back. Yeah, like a party porch. That's exactly what I was picturing. So we do like, maybe we do a big wraparound deck, and then we have a pool. And then we'll have like our little indoor out of the mosquito sunroom. It's working, kind of. So, floor plan is going to be a nightmare because I built this on a whim and have no clue what we're doing. I'm thinking we kind of already have rooms here that we could divide up. So if we can squeeze stairs in here, we can make this like a master bedroom with an ensuite, and then have like a cool little off the bedroom celebrating Jesus in the fun way. Exactly. We do a porch. Okay, I think I have a plan. It's a very vague plan, but we might be able to make it work. We're gonna do a double stair just because the room is evenly divided anyways. Oh no, we're cutting into our door space. Or we could do arches on each side of the stairs. Let's put some lights in here. I just realized it's really dark. If we do arches on each side of the stairs, then we can keep the stairs backed up from the doors. Right. So I'm thinking we have a pool to drown the cheating husbands. Look, you can't just take the ladder off to cheat them anymore. They know how to get out of the pool. However, you can build them a little box, put glass windows all the way around, trap them in, and let them slowly die. Which I would say is probably a lot more cruel than just letting them drown in the pool. So, room. I'm thinking kitchen and maybe, let's do a kitchen on this side. So we'll have like a kitchen and maybe like a small dining room. And then we'll have a living room and maybe an office. But that doesn't leave us a downstairs bathroom, which is not my favorite. But it's doable. Unless, okay, so we do an arch on this side. And on this side, we do a little bathroom. So we have archway to walk into the kitchen, bathroom, archway to walk onto the sunroom, door to walk onto the back living room, office, possibly a future kids room. You can't report my stream. You're supposed to be supporting me. This is, I just realized this is going to be a kind of like an awkward, like loft bedroom situation unless we bump it over. I didn't think this through. I rarely do, for the record, but it's giving nobody's sleeping up here. You were no fun whatsoever. So if we bump this over some, right? Of course the roof's gonna overhang unless we do a second roof piece, which we can do. I don't know. The columns moved. That's what's off. No, okay. So let's think. Awkward room. What do we do with the awkward room? So how about we do 1, 2, 3, 4. We could make kitchen. Ooh. Look, my lofty goals have, again, I told you, I think my houses are giant, and then I actually build them, and they're too small. Never fails. Let's see. We could narrow it down to one stair, put them to the side, build the bathroom behind the stairs. So let's do this. We could control. So we've got entryway. So if we put the upstairs as a movie room, then there is no bedroom. Which, I mean, I guess for some people, maybe that's fine. However, most people would argue that a bedroom is a necessity. So we could do archway into the kitchen, and then I'm thinking we do bathroom, archway into the sunroom. We could almost extend this wall over, kind of hide the stairs, like have a hallway. If we do that, then we go upstairs, and now we have a decent sized room. We can work with this. Okay. Crisis averted, because I was not going to redo that floor plan. Okay. Let's figure out windows for the outside now. Let's go ahead and just put the... So I'm thinking carry this floor onto the inside. Keep it simple. Do this in here, in the living room, dining room, office, sunroom, bedroom, right? Arches. So downstairs we have these super tall walls, so I'm thinking arches, arches, maybe? I think we could just do an arch into the office, and we could even bump this over one and make the living room a little bit bigger. Because office wouldn't need to be that big anyways. And then we do kitchen, dining room. I think we go with the cats and dogs doors. Yeah. So I'm thinking bathroom door. We could do stone. I'm thinking maybe this is feeling very farmhouse, so I don't know if I love that. Don't love marble. Not really a concrete. I mean, technically concrete would make sense, but maybe like a stone. I keep the wood on the